What is up, everybody? Happy Friday evening. It is Friday, and I am super excited to be doing this here this evening. So bear with me. We're here Friday evening. What better place and time to spend it than learning something? Because as business owners, entrepreneurs, people in the online space looking to grow, there's no better way than to learn new things. And I spend a lot of my time learning new things. And so today, I'm super excited to be doing this live here with you because what we're going to be going over today has been such a game changer in my business. So I just want to ask first, I hope everybody can hear me. Please let me know in the comments at all or in any chat or anything if you can't hear me, so that I can make any adjustments. So again, please let me know. Also, please in the comments, let me know if you're watching this live or if you are watching the replay. That would be super helpful. I would very much appreciate it. So today we're going to be going over a topic that is really like the backbone to most businesses. What we're going to be going over is we are going to be going over how to turn strangers into clients. So it's so important to a business. So I guess we're gonna dive right in. So why is it so important to turn strangers into clients? Well, ultimately, clients are the lifeblood of any business. So being able to convert strangers into clients is going to directly lead to increase in sales, increase in revenue, which is essential for the sustainability of any business. So learning how to do this is key to make sure that your business grows. One of the other reasons why turning strangers into clients is super important is there's a cost efficiency aspect to it where acquiring new clients from your audience online is going to be a lot more cost effective than going out and finding entirely new customers, and spending money on ads or other different avenues. It can be a little less expensive than other traditional forms of advertising, to say like a cold audience, for example. So building an audience out of strangers and then turning them into clients there's a little bit of a cost efficiency aspect to that. Again, like I mentioned, business growth. A steady stream of new clients is essential for a business to expand, and it allows you to scale your operations, invest in new opportunities. You reach a higher level of success. You can bring on team members. You can add different avenues that you're working on. It's overall great for business growth. The next reason is brand loyalty. So if you can turn a stranger into a client or a raving fan, these clients are going to be much more likely to be loyal to you, and build those stronger relationships that can eventually result in repeat business, referrals. You can further grow your customer base. So that brand loyalty or raving brand advocates is another key component to why would you even want to turn a stranger into a client. Market stability. So if you're only relying on just a few clients, it's like putting all your eggs in one basket. So being able to diversify your client base and attracting new people is going to really ensure that your business is less vulnerable to economic fluctuations, or, if you do lose one of those clients, it's not going to be the end of the world because you didn't put all your eggs in one basket. You've now got this net of people that you can go to use this system and go fishing and turn people into clients. There's also the aspect of different feedback and improvement on your own as a business. So if you can turn a stranger into a client and you've been running things a certain way, you've gotten certain specific feedback from the way you've been doing things so far, maybe this new person, this stranger who's never heard about you, you start interacting them, when you build that relationship with them, maybe that feedback of having turned that person into a client gives you this new and improved outlook on things, so that you can now make different adjustments to your products or your services, your processes, which can ultimately end up making your business more competitive, a lot more attractive. So new outlook on things. When you think about it, you have all these different people, you're bound to get new perspectives, as opposed to just like having your few clients that you work with. Being able to turn strangers, it just is going to help your business overall. Excuse me. Then there's the expansion into the market, market share expansion. So attracting new clients allows you to capture a larger share of your target market. This is important in certain competitive industries. This is just a reason I added a bunch of reasons. So like if you're going into a new market, it just allows you to stay competitive. Innovation and creativity. So when you're engaging with new leads and new clients, you get to think creatively on different ideas and solutions on how to connect with all these different types of people, and how you can inspire your business to adapt and evolve, because it's not, yes, you may have a target market, but people are all different. So being able to evolve in a way that you can connect with all these different type of people, all still while being under the same umbrella of your business. Then there's different networking opportunities. So clients can, if you turn a stranger into client, that person has a good experience, they're going to go and tell their friends about your business, which is going to open you up for different opportunities for referrals, different partnerships. You can grow your client base even further just from knowing how to do this. This is why it's so important. If you can master these skills and use this system, it's going to help you exponentially grow your business. Again, I want to touch on the diversification, where if you rely solely on just one few clients and you put all your eggs in one basket, what happens if that basket drops and you break all your eggs? Your business is up the creek without a paddle. So, being able to diversify and attracting new people to your business can bring just more opportunities for you to grow. That competitive advantage. And then ultimately, there's the long-term sustainability. When you can have a steady influx of clients that can contribute to your long-term growth of your business, this is just going to reduce the risk of getting complacent And ultimately, if you get complacent, there's only two directions. You're either growing or you're declining. So this can be super helpful with that. Professional growth, converting strangers into clients, also as it's professionally satisfying to help with your marketing and sales skills. And that exactly, this main point right here of professional growth and being able to successfully convert strangers into clients is the exact reason why we're all here today, this evening, 6:11 p.m. Eastern on a Friday evening, here live on social media to learn. Because when you can do this, it furthers your growth and your marketing skills, and is a testament to your business and how you can grow personally and professionally. So what we're going to be covering today is, first off, we're going to be covering how your offer is going to be the guiding light in the majority of this whole process. We're going to talk about what you need to do to get people to know about your offer, your products or service, the thing that people give you money for. We're going to talk a little bit about how to gain attention. We're going to talk about how to generate leads. We're also going to touch on what to do with those leads to actually convert them into sales. And then what are some of the potential next steps that you can do to make this system a little bit more sustainable. So first thing that we need to talk about is, what is your offer? Your offer is essentially like a giant digital neon sign for the world to see, to tell people that you are open for business. We really want to make sure that you know who you're talking to, because this is going to be such a key component in this entire rest of the process. So creating your offer in a way that grabs attention, it sounds extremely appealing. It's almost a no-brainer, like crafting it in a way that stands out just like a giant neon sign would on the side of the road. You know, we want to be able to have some sort of headline conveyed within your offer, so that when we do the rest of this process, people are going to know about what it is and what you do, and it's going to guide the rest of this process. So why your offer is the guiding light. So this guy here sitting on here he's a super famous baseball coach, and the offer that he's created, this is a bold statement. This is his offer that he's going to guarantee you can hit a home run in 2 months. So that's what people are going to pay him money for, to be able to learn how to hit a home run in 2 months, guaranteed. So when this guy creates this offer, and he says that, like, that's what he's doing, it's gonna, that like a neon sign, it's going to pique people's interest. You know, like, I've always wanted to hit a home run, so it's going to draw people's attention. And so creating it in a way that's going to make people interested in what you do, in a way that is like, wow, you know, we want it to really stand out. And so this baseball coach, he creates this offer, and it's going to drive that attention. And so, maybe he gets a few hundred people in line, having seen that he made this offer. And so this is going to be why it's super important to know who you're talking to and who you're looking to attract into your business, and why it's going to guide the whole rest of this process. So the first person in line who sees this and comes up to him, he's like, he's been working out a little bit, not the most in shape person, but he's, definitely, he used to play baseball 10 years ago in college. He's very familiar with it. Maybe he coaches his son's baseball team himself. But he sees this and he's like, man, that brings up a good memory of my college days. And I never actually had a chance to hit the home run. I rode the bench most of the time. I see this offer. I'd love to be able to hit a home run in 2 months. And so the coach looks at him and he says, I'm confident that if I bring this guy through my 2-month program, that if we do our weight training and we get him on conditioning and practice his skills and get his eye on the ball, he's going to be able to hit a home run for sure. So he brings him in, takes him through the program, and he gets him to hit a home run in under 2 months. Fulfillment of his promise. So the second person in line is my great uncle, who smokes a pack a day. He is maybe like 5 foot tall, super thin, like nothing against anybody. He's got 2 shoulder replacement surgeries, not in the best shape. And so he comes up to this guy and he's like, he's never played baseball in his life. And he comes up to this coach and is like, I seen your offer of being able to hit a home run in 2 months, guaranteed. I've always wanted to be able to hit a home run. And so the coach looks at him and he's like, if I ran him through my 2-month program, I would guarantee you that you're going to be in the best shape of your life, but I don't think I'll be able to get you to hit a home run. So that analogy right there is essentially knowing who you're talking to is going to creating an offer that's going to drive that attention is going to be such a key component in all of this. Excuse me. I am just wanted to make sure that everybody can see all this. Hold on 1 second. Just making sure. Okay. Everybody see? Everybody's on? Okay, cool. Good deal. Please let me know if you can't see this. Send it in the chat or the comments. Let me know if you can see this or not. I'm making sure that you can. Cool. So so that's going to be the guiding light in everything that we do. So the thing that I'm going to go over today is what we call the value chain. The value chain is essentially the system that we use to turn strangers into clients. So this is what it is here. So as you can see up here at the top, this is your offer. This is why it is the guiding light to everything else that we do. So it's this little bright yellow ball up here above everything else. And what we need to do is bring people along this journey here and get them to become a client and raving fan, which is what they do when they give you money for your offer. So the first step is awareness. So we need to drive awareness to the fact that you have this offer. So you may have a giant digital neon sign out there that is extremely appealing and extremely attention grabbing, but if no one is aware that it even exists, it's almost like the analogy, if a tree falls in the woods, does it even make a noise? So it's super important to drive awareness to to the offer. I'm gonna just grab a quick drink here. So how do we drive awareness and attention to the offer? So the way we're going to do that is strangers, they are not going to give you much of their time. So when you're trying to grab someone's attention, they're not going to give you much time. And so the way that we go about grabbing that attention is that we live in a world today where there's a huge opportunity when it comes to social media. So, and video content. So the way we do that is by posting videos across all the major social platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. And so when someone's scrolling along as a stranger and they see something that piques their attention, but like I showed you before, we need to create content that is still going to inform people about your offer, but in a way that grabs their attention. It either entertains them, it educates them, it motivates them, still while keeping the guiding light of your offer in mind when creating this content, so that it's still guiding people to them essentially, even if it's not coming out and saying, hey, this is what we do, because you don't want to do that either. So by creating consistent content to post on all the major social platforms, that is a lot of eyeballs on your business. And so as someone's scrolling along, a stranger, they see this video based on your business, they're not going to give you much of their time. They have no idea who you are. They see this hook that grabs their attention. They're going to give you maybe 15, 30 seconds of their time. So we have just enough time to pique their interest, get them aware about what it is you do, get them to start to know you, start to like you, so that they'll either take an action to either like comment or DM you, which would be great, or maybe we get them enough interested so that they just continue to want to come back for more and follow you and know that, okay, I can start to get behind this person, and they start to build that trust and keep coming back, which is why it's so important that you keep showing up to provide that value to them. And so as they continue to drive awareness and we use the remote offer to guide the way that we create the content that grabs their attention, we use the offer to determine the value of the actual pieces of content. We use it to help come up with the hooks. We use it to help come up with the different call to actions. Like I said, it's the thing that really helps guide this whole process, because if you were a person who worked with chiropractors and you were posting things that were speaking a language of a landscaper, there's a disconnect there, and you're not going to attract the types of people that you want to work with. So when you know your offer, know who your ideal customer is, based on that, know all these different things about it, you can then create content that's going to drive awareness much easier to that offer. And in today's world, it's all about attention. The more attention that you can give to your business, the more attention that you can generate, the higher opportunities that you're going to get. And so as they continue to come back for more and they start to engage in your content, what that's going to do is we're going to be generating leads. As they're engaging with their video, as they engage with your videos, that's generating leads for your business. They're going to want to learn more. It's almost similar to a billboard, where you drive past a billboard the first time. You're probably not going to remember who's on that billboard the first time. But if you drive past that billboard enough times, when you finally have that need to get whatever service that is on that billboard, that person who's on the billboard is going to be the first person you call, because you have built up such a connection and top of mind awareness to that business that they're going to eventually call you. So we need to continue to show up, continue to post content, and that's going to generate leads. They're essentially raising their digital hand. As you can see here, this is their digital hand. They're raising it. I want to learn more. I want to learn more. And so that's generating leads for your business. And the only way, though, that we can then take those leads and convert them into sales, which is the next process. So we've driven awareness. People start to come back for more. They start to be more interested to learn more, because, again, we know what our offer is. We've determined who our ideal customer is. We create content that's going to drive that awareness. People are going to start they're going to start wanting to learn more. The statistics say that 80% of sales are completed in the 5th through 12th contact. So, if you're not showing up and someone doesn't have that connection with you through your business at least 5 times, that there's no chance that you're going to get them to even close to the sales conversion. But if they do, and they do start to get interested in, or they do grab your attention, they generate leads, they make the DM, the only way to get them into the sales conversion is we need to nurture them. And so in the content, you get 2 calls to action. There's either the follow, where we're going to continue to build that community and continue to get people to come back, or the call to action is going to be DM us the word whatever so that we can send you something. And so the way that we nurture them is by sending them longer form pieces of content, because now that we've grabbed their attention, they're strangers. They're still strangers. They start to get to know you a little bit more. They've become a lead. Now they're more open-minded to give you more of their time. So at this point, they're more open to watch a longer form piece of content. And so in those call to actions, where we can set up like DM us the word call to action, and we'll send you a free training on calls to action. So in doing that, we send them a longer form piece of content. They watch through that. They get more informed. They build more trust. It establishes more authority with you as a business. From that point on those pages where we send the links of the longer form content, there is going to be an opportunity for them to book with you, or depending on your sales cycle, get into the actual sales process. So whether that is a direct sales page, but typically it's going to be for to book a call or book an appointment or book an estimate or something like that. And on those pages, there'll be a calendar. Well, you'll get the opportunity to do that. And sometimes we've found that someone needs to see at least 2 longer form pieces of content after having been a stranger, generated as a lead, nurtured with a couple longer form pieces of content. By that time, you can nurture them with the longer form content. So this is you send them a longer form piece of content, then they're happy. They decide to book the sales call. And then from there, this is where you get to shine. You get to fulfill on that promise of your offer, because this is going to be super important. If you don't fulfill on that promise of your offer, and we don't execute every one of these stages to the full extent, it breaks. So you need to fulfill on your promise to the full extent. Then at that point, they're going to be so much of a raving fan, so much of a raving brand advocate that you've got them to their goals, that you'll be able to, at this point, either upsell them, ask for the referral, or you grab a testimonial. And testimonials are the number one converting form of content. So once you get those testimonials, you then can reinsert them back into the value chain, into your awareness content, which is then going to drive more attention to your offer. People are going to continue to raise their digital hand. That's going to generate those leads. You nurture those leads with longer form pieces of content or other pieces of value. That's going to give you the opportunity to have the sales conversion. You fulfill on that promise, and then ask for the referral, the upsell, or the testimonial, and then you cycle that back through. And there you have it. You now have this full client getting organic content system that can generate leads, drive awareness, nurture those leads, get them to book a call. You fulfill on your promise, and then at that point, you upsell them or get a testimonial. And if you can repeat this whole process, you are going to turn strangers into clients. No doubt about it. So the next step is you can start to automate some of this stuff. So like I mentioned, if you're posting content and you're using calls to action that say, DM us the word, I don't know, call to actions for a free training on X, Y, and Z. You may be starting out responding to all those messages with your link to the training. But eventually, as you're posting enough content, this is going to get very overwhelming, and sending out all these automations is going to be a lot. So, sending out all these messages is going to be a lot. So what we've been able to do is create automations to help engage this. So when someone does DM us the word this, we have it automatically set up to send out the training, to engage with them, and then follow up with them as well. And then being able to set up different systems so that you can follow up on the nurture of the email, of the message. So you don't want to just send out a message and then let it go and expect that they're just going to book. Like I said, in the value chain, we have to nurture them. You have to continue to provide value, continue to build those relationships, whether it's through the awareness or continuing to nurture through longer form content, but having the proper systems in place to do that follow-up, such as different team members or different automations or things like that, and building out those next step systems after you've been able to successfully implement this whole thing yourself. That would be my suggestion for the next step. And so there you have it. That is the system that we use to turn strangers into clients. And I am going to give a recap here. So what we learned today is how your offer is such an important piece and is the guiding light to this whole system. Because if you don't have your offer down packed as a headline, you don't know who you're talking to, you don't know who your ideal customer is. If you don't know this stuff, it makes it really difficult to create awareness and attention that's going to drive that awareness to your offer if you don't actually know who you're talking to. So we covered that. We covered what you need to do to get people to know about your offer. That's post consistent content across all the major social platforms. We have such an opportunity today where you can post that one video across Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. And if you do that every single day, that is a lot of eyeballs on your business. And that's how you gain attention. But what we need to do is once that attention is starting to pique interest, that's going to generate the leads. And so as you continue to show up, you have to nurture those leads. And as you nurture them, they're going to then convert into sales. After you've done this whole system yourself, you then have the opportunity to do some of the next steps, where is to automate some of this, bring in team members to run and manage some of this. So we covered that briefly as well. So from here, you really have two options. You can take this information, run with it, create content, generate leads, turn strangers into raving fans. I can't guarantee you're going to get the results as well as we have from it, but this is the system that works. This is the system that has allowed me to scale up to multi-six figures in under a year, hitting consistent 20K months. It's allowed me to do the same for my clients, all that. So we're not reinventing the wheel here. This does work, but that's your first option. You can take the information, run with it. The second option is you can actually have a team of professionals walk you through this entire process, who are always going to have your best interests at heart and are going to help you implement this with guaranteed results. So right now we are only taking 5 new clients at the moment. So out of all the people who are watching this live, all the people who are watching the replay, we're taking 5 clients right now. So go ahead and book your call now. I am going to drop my calendar link on the screen here. Give me 1 second. Having some technical difficulties with that. Give me 2 seconds, and I'm going to drop the calendar link here. At this point, we are going to be opening it up for any sort of questions and answers. The question and answer section. Let me put this on here. Where is it? Overlay. So again, I want to thank you all for joining. Oh, the book a call. It is on there. Okay, wonderful. So if you can see up in the upper right my left hand corner of the screen, there is a QR code. You can use that to go ahead and book a call with me. Our goal is to develop relationships and build out a win-win opportunity for everyone. So please take this information, implement it, and get your next clients. Use this to get your clients. And then if you'd like someone to help implement all this, take a lot of that time off your plate so that all you now have to do is focus on the fulfillment and the sales side. We'll cover the entire marketing side. Please go ahead, book a call. I'd love to connect with you and answer any sort of questions. But now is the time where we are going to have a question and answers. So I'm going to be honest with you. This is a new program that I used today. So I don't know if anybody had left comments or not, because be honest with you, I thought they were going to be able to show up in this system. When someone made a comment, I thought I would be able to see it, but apparently I'm going to have to do a little bit more research. But I am excited about it because, like I mentioned, the attention it's about getting it out to as many platforms as possible, and this program now has gotten it out to all the major platforms. And so please, if there are any questions, leave them in the comments. I don't think I'm going to stay on too much longer. Leave them in the comments. Comment below if you're watching the replay or if you are watching live. I'd love to hear from you. I appreciate you all. As well as if you have any questions, leave it in the comments and I will answer them. And if you can see in the top corner of the screen, there is a QR code where you can book a call with myself, and we will go through. And at the very least, you'll be able to walk away with a free roadmap to success. So go ahead, book a call, and we will see you on the next live. I will say that I am going to be doing these a lot more regularly now. So until then, we will see you on the next call.